What's going on today, everybody? I hope you're having a fantastic day. I know I am, or I will be, once we get to working on this thing. So I've been having some problems with the wheels being a little bit misbalanced, so we're gonna go ahead and try a new product. I've never tried them before, and see if we can get these wheels to balance themselves as they roll. So no more going to the shop to try to get it balanced and dealing with that. We're just gonna hopefully automatically balance them as it drives. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get to it. So a quick rundown, this centramatic stuff is supposed to go inside the tire, between the rim and the tire where the air is that inflates the tire up. It's supposed to go in that void, and then whenever it gets to an uneven spot, the hard or the heavy spots on one side, it counteracts it and puts the heavy, or puts material on the opposite side. There's a couple pretty good demonstrations of it on their website, but that's the general idea, is that it's auto balancing. So anytime there's a rock or mud or something that's on one side making this one side heavy and lump down the road, it's supposed to go to the opposite side and help alleviate a lot of that lumpiness, so you don't ever have to balance it. Whether this works or not, we'll see, but tentatively that's what we got going on. We're gonna put that in the tires and get it kind of, I want to see if it works. It's the theory behind it works in my head, but the practicality of it, I don't know how practical it actually is. A lot of people don't have tire machines or even ways to balance it. So my tires right now aren't under warranty. They don't have them with anybody, so to get them in and get them balanced is like, I don't know, 150, 200 bucks just to balance tires, just because they're not theirs. So for a fraction of that, I can potentially do it myself at home and have them last forever. So I don't, or the life of the tire, not forever, but last the life of the tire, where I should never have to worry about it. And not only that, it's going to balance the whole rotating assembly. If the rim's a little bit out of whack and the tire, that's fine on a balancing machine, but what about if the spindle or your hub assembly or brake caliper or stuff like that becomes unbalanced all of a sudden? Well, this will hopefully help alleviate that, because it's balancing the whole system as one, not just the rim and tire itself, and then the car is supposed to be perfect. Nothing in this world's perfect, so we'll see. We're putting it to the test. We're just doing some science right now. So that's what we got going on. Get the tire jacked up. Now we'll just take the wheel off. Last one. I want to make sure this wheel isn't falling on me. Most likely it's going to fall. The bottom's going to come out, but we just want to be careful we don't full send it to get it off, and the tire comes falling out of us. Bottom drop down. So now we'll take this off. One good pull. Take it up to the garage. Got the tire up here. Quickest, easiest way to get the air out, go ahead and remove the valve stem. If you don't have a valve stem remover tool, it's not the end of the world, but it's just going to take a little bit longer. So I'm going to remove the valve stem, make it easy on me. Be careful it doesn't go shooting everywhere. And then I'll wait for this air to get out of here before we go ahead and try to pop the bead. All the air's out. We want to break this bead. I don't want to ruin this rim, so I'm going to set this back just a little bit and start pushing down and get it underneath the rim. Now we've got the top bead broke all the way. Be mindful on where your valve stem is. You don't want to be pushing this down into your valve stem. This has TPMS, so it has a little sensor on the end of this valve that we want to make sure we don't destroy. So I really don't want to replace that if I don't have to. We've got the bead broke.
I broke it all the way around. You don't have to, but it makes it easier for pulling one side further down to get a good gap to make sure all of these beads go in there. So grab our bag here, rip the top open. It comes with some goodies on doing it through the valve stem, so there is another way to do it. I'm not going to do it that way. So we're going to do it this way. It makes it easier for me. Got my bag of beads, and we'll go ahead, cut it open, and put it in there. Make sure all those little guys get in there and aren't stuck between the tire and the rim. We'll call that good enough. Let's get some air in it. A little bit of glass cleaner to make sure that it's got some lubrication to it. Put the air nozzle back on it. Fill it back up. So now, same thing as the other tires. We got to go ahead and air all of them up, put the beads in, and finish out the car. Okay, now we've got the tire with the beads inside of it. It's all aired back up to our proper spec. Got our valve stem on. It's time to put this thing back on the car. Get one of these lug nuts started, so it'll hold this tire nice and flat. And then put the rest of them on. We're just going to start them, make sure nothing's cross-threaded. And then slowly snug them up to make sure that this wheel is seated nice and straight. So now we'll finish off. I'm gonna get all of them done. I got it snugged down, and then once it's down on the ground, I will go through and torque everything to spec all at once. That way I only have to do it once. Tire's still in the air, so it kind of moves around. If you're having troubles or you don't have a gun, you put it down on the ground just gently till the tire stops, and that will give you enough friction to get it tightened back down. Last thing you do, check your manufacturer's spec for what your torque is. Go ahead and torque all these down. Last thing you do, go drive it, see how well they work.
I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm really excited to kind of figure out the theory behind it, the science, see if the science goes from the paper to the real world. So I can't wait. Let's try these things out. Let's get them trying and just see what happens. Okay, I'm gonna get out of here. I'll let you guys know here in a little bit, see kind of what we got going on and if it's helping or if it's not. The first initial drive, it seems to be helping, but I have a couple weird spots on a tire. One of the lugs broke off or is like really worn down for some reason, so it's causing a lump. I'm pretty sure that's my vibration that I'm having. So that's less noticeable, but time will tell. I'll need to wear them down to see if they wear smooth. That will be a huge indicator. But I'm gonna get out of here. You enjoy your day. I'm gonna enjoy mine and hopefully be balanced out. Take it easy, everyone. Peace. Don't forget to like and subscribe. If you like what we're doing here, give it a big thumbs up. Come back. We're always doing something around here. Science stuff is fun to me. So take it easy, everyone. Peace.